Darling, picture this: fields of lavender, charming villages, and the scent of freshly baked bread wafting through your window. France, my dear, is calling. Retiring in France is a dream for many, and you know what, darling? Dreams are meant to be lived. So pour yourself a glass of something bubbly, sit back, and let me guide you step by step on how to find your own little slice of French paradise. Now, darling, before we dive into the practicalities, let's have a little heart-to-heart. Retiring to France is a grand adventure, but it's important to know what you want. Are you a sun-worshipping social butterfly who thrives on the French Riviera's glamour? Or perhaps you're a history buff who dreams of restoring a charming farmhouse in the Dordogne. Think about the climate that suits your bones. Do you long for the warmth of the south or the crisp air of the north? And lifestyle, darling, is key. Do you envision yourself strolling through bustling markets or settling into a peaceful village life? France, my dear, is a tapestry of diverse landscapes and cultures. We have the eternally chic Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur, where you can sip rosé overlooking the Mediterranean. Then there's the wild beauty of Brittany, with its rugged coastline and Celtic heritage. Perhaps the Loire Valley, famous for its fairy tale castles and vineyards, tickles your fancy? Or maybe the Southwest, with its rolling hills and delectable cuisine, is more your style. Remember, darling, each region has its own unique personality, so do your research and find the one that makes your heart sing. Now, darling, let's talk about the less glamorous but equally important aspect: finances. France offers a range of property prices, from charming pied-à-terre in bustling cities to sprawling estates in the countryside. Consider the cost of living, my dear. Some areas are more affordable than others. And don't forget about those exchange rates. But remember, darling, you're making an investment in your happiness. And what could be more fabulous than that? Now, darling, I know paperwork isn't the most thrilling part of this adventure, but it's essential. France has certain residency requirements for us foreigners, so make sure you've got your visa sorted. And speaking of finances, darling, familiarize yourself with the French tax system. It's not as scary as it sounds. And of course, healthcare. You'll need to register with the French healthcare system, which, darling, is simply fabulous. Now for the fun part, darling, house hunting. Embrace the digital age and explore real estate websites. But darling, a local agent is your secret weapon. They know the area like the back of their hand and can sniff out those hidden gems. Be clear about your wish list. Do you crave a sunny terrace, a cozy fireplace, or perhaps a swimming pool for those scorching summer months? And remember, darling, patience is a virtue. Your dream home is out there waiting for you. Darling, once you've found some potential contenders, it's time for a viewing trip. Pack your most fabulous walking shoes and prepare to be swept off your feet. But remember, darling, keep a level head. Don't be afraid to ask questions about the plumbing, the electrics, the neighbors. Are they fabulous, darling? And always get a professional home inspection. You don't want any nasty surprises once you've popped the champagne corks. Once you've found your dream French haven, darling, it's time to navigate the buying process. You'll start with a preliminary contract, which outlines the terms of the sale. Then, darling, it's on to the final contract, signed in the presence of a notary. A very important person in France, darling. Be prepared for some fees, but remember, you're investing in your future happiness, and that's priceless. Congratulations, darling. You're now the proud owner of a piece of French paradise. Now comes the joy of making it your own. Perhaps a little renovation is in order? Think chic, darling, think French. And of course, you'll need to set up those essential utilities. But most importantly, darling, immerse yourself in the French art de vivre. Introduce yourself to your neighbors with a freshly baked baguette, of course. Explore your local market and practice your French. Remember, darling, you're not just retiring in France, you're embracing a whole new way of life. So there you have it, darling. With these steps, you're ready to start your new chapter in France. Bonne chance! Remember, retiring to France is more than just a move. It's a chance to embrace a new pace of life, indulge in the finer things, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Go forth, my dear, and live your French dream.